Alright, for this video we're gonna be working on a golf cart again. We got last episode we painted it, got it clear coated. We're gonna flow coat it this time. We're gonna wet sand the clear all up off of it. Oh, not all the way off of it. We're gonna sand the clear to get all the imperfections out of the clear, and then we're gonna throw a couple more coats of clear on it. Hopefully make the get the depth look, a wet look, a better look. So stick around, stay tuned. A lot of my viewers are new timers, and you know, I'm getting a lot of views that are people that aren't subscribed, which is great. I don't, you know, that's fine. But if you're new here, go down and hit that subscribe button. That's like basically saying a follow. It's not charging you any money or nothing like that. But if you can, just basically follow me, and that's by doing to do that, just hit the subscribe button. Here at Duct Tapes, we don't do much editing. We don't do much nothing. We just work on stuff. It's a lot of DIY stuff that I don't have a whole lot of experience in. So stick around, give me a subscribe and a like. We'll see you around. Hopefully on the next couple videos you'll stick around and see them too. Thank you. Alright, good morning. Welcome back to Duct Tapes Place. We're back on this thing. We're gonna do our final sanding. Obviously, if you look down through here, we got some sags, run here, a run here. We got a lot of sagging right here, and we got let's see, we got some here, but since this is going to be covered up, we ain't worried about them. We got a sag here, but man, that feels really smooth. We got some dirt in it, like right here, and there. I wouldn't say so much dirt, it's more the metallic sticking up. I really don't want to sand the whole thing, but I think that's probably what we're going to have to do. I got some clumpy stuff here where it's ran down. It's got a run here in it, dirt there, some runs right here, little sag and run there. But overall, man, it looks really good. I mean, you see how I put it on so wet that, I mean, it was rolling down off of it. So we got a lot right there. But I got enough clear on it, obviously, that I don't have to worry about really sanding through. And we're just going to hit them nibs just enough to get them down. I don't have sanding blocks. I got a sponge that I can put some sandpaper on. I got styrofoam and put sandpaper on. These are actually like drywall sanding blocks. No, I'm not sanding with them. I'll wrap them with some. I should have just left this hole like that, but I cut it and kind of give me two different little sizes. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be wet sanding, or not wet sanding. I'm gonna dry sand this. You know, we got a little piece of dirt there, got some little overhang here. Now we got to be careful going right here because we'll burn through on these edges. And then we'll get the light and go around. We have, I bet you, like that spot there, I'd be all right. The wet sand, or not wet sand, but just regular sand with this big, rougher one. Just because it's right on. Just a big glob hanging down is all them are. I only want to do it in the areas that show. Like right here, we don't really care. We got fender skirts going on this. Not skirts, but fender flares. But yeah, we'll clean them up. These spots here, probably with this, it looks like it's going to cut them down pretty quick. You can see I've got run on that. But I put her on pretty thick, but that's what you want. but you want to control it a little better. Well, I didn't. I just slapped her on there. I was impatient. So I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna get that stuff that's hanging, and then we'll set you guys up, and you guys go along with some of the sanding with me. All right. Well, I started sanding. As you can tell, there's not a lot of orange peel in there, but I got some dirt nibs, and it's mainly on this part right here. So we may get away with, after this 800, we can go to 1,000 grit. As if you can see where it's shiny, that means that spot there is high. So we just keep sanding and keep sanding and keep sanding. I might have to go get more sandpaper. I'm pretty sure, because yeah, this isn't working the best. So we're just gonna sit here and sand. You see, it's kind of slowly going away, that piece. And then them are our holes where we filled them holes in. It's shiny right there because it's low. That filler, whatever you call it, shrunk up on us. So we can sand that down to match, or to whatever, not match, but to get it down some, to try to blend it in a little better, hopefully. You keep hearing that creak. I need to work on these here. That's what I need to work on. These nibs. And I'm going flat. I'm not hitting these edges, these sharp edges. I'm staying on top of them, so I don't want to cut through that at all. Yeah, I might just go ahead and run to O'Reilly's Leprechaun store and get a real sanding block. But you want to keep your blocks flat. You want to keep this really flat, and so everything comes out smooth. But let me find a spot where I haven't sanded. You don't have any nibs, like right here. Let's find something different here. Like right here. See if we can spot some orange peel. Yeah, we have a little bit, but it's really light. And see what I mean by orange peel? It kind of looks like an orange right there. But it's not going to take a lot of sanding to get that out. Like that. I'm gonna have to go get different blocks. But see how we got a little shiny right here? This edge is a little high, so we'll just knock that edge down and get that. We got a dirt nib right there. Come on, dirt nib, get out of here. I wouldn't say it's so much dirt. I think it's more of the pearl sticking up. But here's our runs. You'll be able to see them a lot better here in just a second. It's almost like this clear still ain't hard enough. It's not really sanding all that well. Or this 800 just ain't strong enough. Yes, now you can see them. So basically I just sand them flat, and then we'll go over it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the thing and get some different sandpaper. This is starting to, this block thing here ain't the greatest. So yeah, as you see, it's obviously that ain't working. Let's try this. We'll see how this does first before I go and get something. Oh yeah, that's a lot nicer. See, I cut it thick enough just for the paper to fit. We're getting there slowly. I should get back over where I was at on them dirt nibs, but I want to see how much sand it's going to take on these. I might pick up some 600. I laid that clear on there really thick, so really not much. See, this run's going away now. It's almost out of there. And once I get the runs out of there, I'll jump to like 1,000 grit, and then we'll wet sand, or not wet sand, but we'll sand with 1,000 grit. And then if we see any more high spots from runs anywhere else, then we'll jump back to 600 or 800. Because right now I'm using 800. It's gumming up pretty. This stuff's gumming up like. I think I might have to wait another day before I can sand this, because this is getting to be a little gummy. But I want to get them runs out of there before it gets too hard. I just want to kind of show you guys how to get these runs out of there. Look at that. It's almost all gone. Well, I got this here, but right there where I was at. I need to get the air hose out and blow this off as I'm going. Yeah, I don't like how this is sanding, really. Should be more powdery. It's kind of more flaking off, but them runs are probably still wet because they're so thick. You can see them are almost gone, man. I got two little spots there and there. It's low, so that means I still got to take down the whole area to get them low spots out. You don't want to just try to get them low spots out, because you'll make that whole area low. So that's what the whole purpose of a block is. And to help keep everything flat. We might just pass that on up, because that one is just it's not from the run, I don't think. Yeah, I can see a little bit of a run right here, still a little bit of it, right about there. Yeah, see that now? I'm able to keep my block a little cleaner. It's taking her out a little better. There, they're gone. Keep that block cleaned off. You keep your sandpaper from being gummed up. It works pretty good. See, there's a fine example of some orange peel right there. If you look right in there, it kind of looks like the orange. But I tell you what, though, it's not that noticeable. It's sanding out pretty easy. But I can still see some of my run into that, but it's saying it's flat. So let's get the air hose over here with some air on it. I had to mow yesterday. Let's see, where's this thing at? There's this obviously, but where's my air? Right now. Oh, it's right there. You know, I keep saying that that's a low. It's low, or it's kind of shiny, like almost like a metal flake, like it's metal flake showing through. But there ain't no way. I could sand all this down and throw 2 more coats of clear on it, and then come back and then sand her down and then cut and buff it. I'm not doing these edges at all. I'm not even getting close, unless there's a run there or something. But other than that, I'm not even getting close to them. Yeah, I'll get somewhat close, but I ain't gonna get real close to them. You can kind of see the sag still in it. Should just get the DA with the 600 grit on her and DA it. But I don't have any DA or no sandpaper for the DA. Yeah, I just got a little electric one, but it'd make it a lot faster. right out. Well, I'm gonna sit here and work on this run right here, and then we'll get back over there. So I've gotten impatient again, and you see them runs. This is a 120 grit drywall sanding block. Now I'm just gonna cut her down to where she starts scratching everything else, and then I'll stop. See how it's starting to cut in down here, right there. I ain't doing no force, just let the block cut. Yeah, she's getting in right there. I'll probably get some more right there. I'm just real lightly going. I can get them out with that 800. I still haven't went and got no other sanding stuff, so I can get 600, 400, 600. I'll take these out, but man, it's helping a lot better. I got quite a bit up there done, but man, it's slow going though. It's really slow going. Move my hand down here so if there's any pressure put, it's right here where my hand's at, where the worst part of the run is. I just said the heck with it, let me try it, because I wanted to, yeah, see how we're starting to get in down there? That's still higher than heck. Should have took a razor blade and cut down them, but it knocked them down pretty good. I don't have to fight this one so bad. I'm just using the corner right over the top of this one now, just to get just that nip, or that drip part. What is that? Some of my scratches. Yeah, that's a lot better. It's a whole lot less than what I got to take off now. Yeah, I'm just going to use the corner. It seems to be working with just the corner on that high spot. And as it starts to gray around the whole area, that gray is just dulling up the clear is all that gray is. It's not paint, because obviously the paint's orange. So, well, I tell you what, man, it's really knocking her down. And see how that one's grayed around there a little bit. Just got the little bit of shiny still around there, so I just like to cut them biggest portion of them down. I guess that's better than using a razor blade, honestly. They say you can sand up to use 400 to do the clear before you do another flow coat. So, but this is how I'm gonna handle my runs, I guess, and I'll just take my time. I mean, sand it with that 800 still took a long time, so I mean, what's the difference now, you know, and sand it with this. So it's probably gonna be kind of rough getting them scratches out, but I'm gonna flow coat it. I was hoping I wouldn't have to, but I mean it's gotten pretty rough, and a flow coat will really help you get your paint really flat with no orange peel. I mean, I'm sanding out the orange peel there's some low spots. Like here's that's low. Them little speckles there are low. These are still low, which they're going to be low because of the foundation. But I've got all this sanded all the way up to here. And then I need to finish here. And then I can go ahead and I'll get rid of these runs now. And that way when I get here, they'll be gone. I mean, you can barely hear the sander working. So, barely taking that stuff off there. Yeah, she's cutting down pretty good on that time. Gotta watch how hard I'm pushing though. I'm getting a little too far on one side of that. I'm starting to smell like the clear coat. So that's when you're getting a little too deep, when you're starting to smell it again. It's still a little damp underneath there, so we're going to stop right there on that. That's that spot. Some little dribbles that I missed. Yep. See, that's the bottom, and I'm tilting in like this when I'm doing it, so I don't cut like real close into the edge. But this is the bottom, and it gets covered up with that black trim. See, if you look straight down there, see how you can see right through that clear that's right there? We don't want that. Yep, see, now we can't see no light. Can a little bit right here. Alright. There's that run. See, we got a plug that goes around this, so we don't have to worry about this too close to it. Yeah, so like right here, there's a small run right here. I didn't sand it all the way out because the taillight covers it. Like this right here, I'm not even touching this because there's a panel that goes in the back. We just want to get what can be seen. I ain't worried about what can't be seen now. I mean, I painted into there and stuff. You can't see that, but the seat comes up, so when you get in there, opening it up with the seat, it'd be nice not to see it. Well, I don't want to get on that part. Let's stay away from there. Yeah, so, man, I ran the heck out of this stuff. Normally I don't, but I put her on there thick. I knew I was going thick, and I wasn't letting it tack up real good between the coats. So I knew I was going to have runs and sags and stuff, but this down a lot farther. Little speck. But knock that down a little bit more here. We don't really have to get up too high with that, but because it won't be seen. That run there won't be seen, but this one here will. Heck, that one ain't that bad. I'm gonna leave it alone. And then we got these two right here. They shouldn't be that bad. You can just barely see them. Oh, down there's where they're at. Right down there is the worst part. So we'll knock down them high spots right there. Yeah, when I go get sanding material, I'll get 600. Go over this whole thing with 600. And then go ahead and go over it with the 800. And then we'll slap some more clear on there. Only 2 coats this time. 2 thin coats. That's all I'm doing. I'm doing thin. We ain't gonna have all these runs on that one. I'm gonna turn down my fluid coming out so it don't come out so heavy, so thick. Well, heavy, so much at once. But I call that good. Over here, you'd be fairly surprised with me not having much light on how clean this thing is. I don't really, well, if you look at the light this way, it's got a kind of like a greenish tint to it. Man, I can't wait to see this out in the sun. Look at that, this side here's, man, this side's nice. I got this little sag right there. I got a little bit right there. Man, this side turned out really nice. Why couldn't I do it over here? We're going to touch this and just see how high that is. Yeah, I tell you, I get lazy and impatient, and I just go with the most aggressive approach. I like to get stuff done, and yeah, she's a little high right there. You didn't look at. You see how she's starting to hit here. I'm gonna stop right there. Did I see that? Oh, yeah, I got some. You know, I don't even know why I'm worried about this part right here, because I've got fender flares that's going over these. And I'm going rough right here because the other side was bad, real thick. Ooh, see that? I just got kind of carried away, but on accident. And I'm doing the curved in method there. Got them bumps in there from dripping because I put that on so heavy. I'd like to get this done today, but I don't don't see it happening because I got my kid's dance recital today, baby tapes. She's getting so big. Oh, come on. Can you guys see him? I got the light noise. Here we go. Stuff don't have to be perfect, but you know, it's like nobody's gonna know it, but I know it and I see it, and it's like I gotta fix it, and it's like, man, boy, this side turned out really nice. And that looks like it's just, there might be some high spots, you know, like the dirt nib dings. Man, that feels so smooth over here. It looks like one right there. Yeah, there's a few little nibs here and there, but we'll get her all cut down with 600. I don't think the stores are open quite yet. I'm out here, come out like 6:30, 7 o'clock, like 7:15 I think it was. So, yeah, you can feel that pretty good. It's up there a lot higher than what I thought it was. I gotta run to my buddies and I'm borrowing his buffer. So I gotta go get that tomorrow after work. Dang, oh well, let's stop. I don't want to keep going and mess. See, if you look right there, it got a run right there, but like I said, that's all gonna be covered. Man, that almost has like a green tint to it, like kind of like the green coming up out of it. And then this side, this one here, it looks the same. It looks like it's got a little green in it. That's kind of cool. But you know, this over here, it's got a little dimple right here. But I don't think we got some sags right in there, but that'll be easy to take out right here. This is the side that's I'll probably have to hit with that block because it's pretty high. Man, that stuff has a green tint to it. Greenish. Kind of cool. It's that pearl that's in there. Can you see look right here. I don't know if you guys can kind of see it or not. Back here, it's got a green tint to it. Cool. I didn't notice it until now it's dried. Well, how the heck did I manage to do that one? Look at it. Oh. I must have went over the top of that thing. I'm like, how the heck did I manage to do that? Well, I'm going to go ahead and run into town and get some 600 grit. Yeah, there's some dirt right here. Probably some 4 and 600. We'll do 400 over this. Hit it with the 6, and then hit it with the 8. They say 400 you can even clear over, but I want it to be a little smoother than that. I think I may just hit everything with 6. I've got 400 over here, don't I? I think I do. What is this piece? That's some 400 right there. What's this piece? That's another piece of 800. Now I've got one that. Oh wow, I've got all kinds of 400, so I may use 400. I've got 1,000 grit already, so I've got a bunch of 400. So I'm just going to use that 400 there, and we'll. So I ain't got to go nowhere. I'm just going to tackle this with 400 and see what happens. All right, got all this sanded, and that's almost flush. Them are almost flush. All sanded over here, all sanded over here, and I got just a little bit more to go over here. Got this much right here left. I got to go to my kid's dance recital, so I need to go inside and get cleaned up and ready to go. Still got this to do. And so yeah, it's not bad though. She's getting there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the flow coat with the clear coat on there. Another coat, or 2 more coats of clear, but not that heavy. Nowhere near as heavy as I was. And basically, it wasn't because we knocked down the runs, which that had to happen anyways. But you know, the dirt specks and stuff in it. There was some in here, up here too. There's some down here on the side. This side over here looked really good. When I looked down it, I was like, man, that looks really good. But then when I started hitting it with sandpaper, I seen all the metal flake and stuff poking up. So basically, that's pretty much what that stuff is. That's metal flake sticking up from the layer of paint I put on. So there's a few in here that need to be hit down. But as far as that, I think all the runs are hit. Well, except for over on this piece. So, except for right here on this piece and around the eyeballs. Right here. Right here. I think all this might be a little, but if you guys want to know more about what, yeah, see there's a run there, more about what flow coating type deal is, and that one there is huge. But everything else, man, I mean, it's smooth to the touch, man. I mean, it's smooth. But if you want to know more about these flow coating stuff, there's a guy on YouTube that I've been watching. His name's Sprayway Customs. He's on YouTube. I think he's from Alabama. I've been watching him, and he's been doing fiberglass work on old cracked up dashes. He does a bunch of nice kind of DIY stuff there. Where you can do some rust repair and things like that, and what he's got going on. I don't know if I got it in video or not, but if you look in there, there's a hint of green. You can see it. There's a hint of green in there. So it's kind of changes from orange to green a little bit, which is really cool. I like it. So this is going to be on hold till tomorrow. So I'm going in the house. I haven't had lunch yet. I haven't had nothing to eat at all today. I've been out here since 7:15. It's almost 12 now. And I haven't had no lunch, no food at all. I've only had like 2 cups of coffee, so I ain't had nothing to drink. I got sand and dust in my throat. It's time to go in. Hopefully soon, man, we find us a good project to work on instead of just my golf cart. I know we still got to do the rear axle on my Suburban. We got to fix that. And yeah, the front needs that front caliper. I mean, I think everybody pretty much knows how to, but maybe some of you don't. I'll put that in the video when we do that. That'd be after I get this painted. I think we'll get this painted and put back on the cart. And I'll leave all the black stuff off that's got to go on. I'm gonna leave all that off because I'm thinking about painting it. Probably some black color, some, probably just plain old jet black. And then we're gonna finish that thing. We're gonna figure that out. She's been a thorn in my side. We're gonna get her repowered somehow. Think there's enough room for a inline 6 Chevy motor? Y'all let me know down in the comments what you think I should put in it. It's a John Deere 850. Had the 3T80J Yanmar diesel motor in there. Let me know what you guys think I should stick in that, or what, if you guys know what will go in there besides that motor, because you can't get one. Alright, peace out. I'm heading. I'm going in. I'm hungry. Gotta go see my kid. Alright, we got this all sanded down. It was something else. So now I'm gonna wet sand it with the 1000 grit. Got some over here, there on the floor. So I'm gonna start wet sanding. Man, there's a lot of sanding I did. They're still running that. I ought to go ahead and get that out because that's in the seat area when you lift the seat up. I think I'm gonna get that out first, and then I'm gonna wet sand with 1000 grit, and then we're gonna clear coat this thing, and it'll be ready to put back on, and then buff it and stuff too. So I'm gonna get the wet sanding, and then we'll get this clear coat probably sprayed probably Thursday or something, because my daughter's got a softball practice tomorrow, her first one for the year. So I'm gonna get wet sanding. So I got her wet sanded down. Got it wiped down with some regular soapy water or whatever. It'll be a couple days till I get out here and slap that clear on there. So I don't know, probably be Thursday or something. So it didn't turn out too bad, since I'm going over it with the, another couple coats of clear. It's not like this thing has to be super smooth. So, and it's not super smooth. But once I put the other clear over it, it will fill them fine scratches in, and then we'll do a little wet sanding on it, and then she'll be ready to be buffed out. I'm glad I come out here tonight and did this. So until then, I'm gonna put you guys up, and then we'll be back out here and get this thing clear coated again, and hopefully get it back on the golf cart this coming weekend. My kid's got softball, whatever, on Saturday, but hopefully Sunday I can get the thing put back on the golf cart. So, but that's her. We'll see y'all, a few days. Alright, we got all of it washed, tack rack down. I don't know what that is. That's water. I'm about to clean that off again. A little water when I tack ragged it, it must have come up on there. But I'm pretty sure everything's pretty much dry, water wise. And then I used the where'd it go? Oh, up there. I use this to cleaner there, the grease and wax cleaner. I got some on this rag right here, so that's cleaning this spot up, and then I'll tack rag it again, and we'll go from there. About ready to start shooting this clear. I ain't really showed a whole lot, man, because I don't want to tell people this is how you do it when I'm not even sure. I mean, I've done a lot of studying and stuff, and I've painted before, but it's not like I'm a professional, man. There's other people out there on the YouTube that definitely know more than I do, and fully capable of giving you more tips and pointers and stuff than me. I'm just a what do you want to call it, a DIYer. There you go. I'm just basically, like you guys, if you ain't one of the professionals watching, which I doubt that you are, but You know, the professional guys don't want to watch guys like me screw stuff up. So we got everything cleaned off. Now on your gun, you pull the trigger just so far and it shoots air. So after you tack cloth it, you can kind of, you know, throw a little air to, you know, blow some of the stuff off if there's anything else that's falling on there between the time you get stuff ready or whatnot. So I'm gonna get the clearing, and I'll show you guys the end product here. It's just 4-to-1 on mixing this. So we go to find our 4-to-1. So say we go to 5 or 3 or whatever. If we go to 5 of clear, you go to 5 on your activator hardener. And I'm using medium hardener. So if I want to say I want to do 3, I go to the 3. This over here is for like reducer. And then this is like 15% whatever reducer, or 1 to 1 on all that. So I blew out the cup, cleaned it out. I don't have any strainers. I ain't doing strainers. So once I mix this stuff up, I'll throw a lid over it. I got a regular lid here somewhere for it. I got this lid. It's a regular lid. I probably shouldn't have been doing that either, but you know, I don't do nothing by the book. So I'm gonna go ahead and start shooting some clear, get it mixed up, and show you guys the end result. Alright, well, I got some stuff that come out of my gun on it. It's not bad, but it's not great, but we can wet sand them little spots out. They threw a bunch on this thing. You can see those little things. Sucks. Right there, the clobber of it. Get that out of there. Sucks that I had to touch this clear, but man, that sucks. It worked. Man, I don't want to have to wet sand this stuff, man. It sucks. It threw like some old clear, like my gun wasn't freaking clean. There's a chunk too. Come out of there. Oh well, when I clear it, I'm gonna go outside here and take this mask off. When I just cleared a couple more extra times, extra coats, but I ain't wet sanding it with anything strong. It's gonna be probably 1,500 and 2,000, and then buff it all out. So, but I ain't seen none of them scratches that I was worried about. So it's going pretty good in there. But that stuff's strong. All right, well, we're gonna give this about 20 minutes, 30 minutes to flash off, and then we'll be back in there. I'm gonna let it flash a little bit longer than what I did last time. That's how I got a lot of the runs on it. All right, we got it better done. Get some light on there. It's got a green tint to her. You can see right there, there's a piece of garbage in there, a piece of garbage up there. There's garbage in this thing all over the place. What happened? See right here's a piece. There, all up in here. It's not dirt either. It's actually clear coat. There. But it's in a couple spots. And what it is when I was spraying, well, what I think happened was, what did I do? I don't know what I did with it, but this cup here, if you look on the sides, see how it's kind of flaky. I think I reused a dirty cup to mix this stuff with. So yeah, it made it come off the edge and get into my cup. So that's it for that gun. I didn't even clean it. I'm just gonna throw it away. Get another cheapie. Got a little bit of run right down right here, but again, my fender flares are covered. Man, that looks so good right there, though. But this is gonna be wet sanded with some really fine sandpaper. Look at that go. A little spot right there. But everything's gonna be wet sanded with real fine sandpaper. It's gonna take forever. It's gonna be real time consuming. But it's done. It's ready to start going back together on the truck or on the cart. As soon as I get that stuff wet sanded out of there, and then I'll buff it. But I've got to wait till this hardens up. I will probably go ahead and install it on the thing first, and then cut and buff it. But yeah. So on the next video, we'll be installing it. We'll be cleaning up the black plastic stuff real good, getting it installed, getting the fender flares put on. I'd like to get this clear coat really hard before I really start adding the fender flares, though, so it may be a little bit before we do that. We may experiment with some that bed liner, textured bed liner paint stuff, or that textured bed liner clear coat. So I may clear coat that in just the textured clear coat, and it comes out textured. So that's probably where we'll be at on the next one. We'll move along, try to get this thing wrapped up as soon as possible. I go tomorrow, Saturday. Yeah, Saturday to go look at a motor for the tractor. So we'll be getting on a tractor, not after this video, but the following video. So it'll be this video, another video, and maybe one more after this. I hate that it's a redundant thing, but this is what I'm working on. This is what I can get for you guys. So this will be it on this one. We'll see you around on the next video. Can just hit me the thumbs up, give me a like, comment. You guys like it, you hate it. Tell me I'm working too long on the golf cart, move on to something else. Cuss me out, whatever you want to do. No scammers though. We'll see you on the next one.